Hello everyone. In this video, we are solve this interesting math question. This question is x minus 1 over x whole to the power half plus 1 minus 1 over x and whole to the power half is equal to x. And how to solve this question? We'll find out what is the value of x in this math question. So you can see easily it will be square root x minus 1 over x plus square root 1 minus 1 over x is equal to x. So how to solve this question? So if you want to solve this question, first of all, you're going to add this equation. Here is x minus 1 over x. So I can say this quantity x minus 1 over x and whole to the power half, it will be a. Yes. And here is 1 minus 1 over x and whole to the power half. You can see easily it will be v. So we will add this is equal to a, this is equal to v. So at this moment I can see easily it will be a, yes, plus it will be v is equal to x. Yes. Now at this moment I can say it is our first equation, yes. And at this moment if I multiply both sides a minus b, this time I can see easily it will be a plus b times a minus b is equal to x times a minus b. I multiply both sides a minus b. Now at this moment I can see easily this time this it will be x square minus b square according to formula, yes. Then I can see easily it will be x a minus b. Now at this moment we'll find out a square minus b square is equal to what? Remember that a is equal to this and b is equal to this. So at this moment I can see easily here is a square, it will be x minus 1 over x. I use both side power is 2 to cancel. We will find out a square is equal to x minus 1 over x. And at this moment if I use both side again 2, so we will find out here is b square is equal to 1 minus 1 over x. Yes, but our need a square minus b square is equal to what? So at this moment I can see easily a square minus b square, a is equal to x minus 1 over x minus b square, b is equal to 1 plus 1 over x minus it will be plus. Then I can see easily this cancel and we'll find out here is x minus 1. Yes, now at this moment I can see easily a square minus b square, it will be x minus 1. Yes, so at this moment if I put this value in this equation, so I can see easily it will be x minus 1 is equal to x times a minus b. Now at this moment if I divide both sides by x, yes, so I can see easily it will be x minus 1 over x is equal to a minus b. Yes, x cancel, we'll find out here is a minus b. Now at this moment I can see easily here is a minus b is equal to x minus 1 over x. Then this equation it will be a minus b is equal to x divide x, it will be 1 minus 1 divide x, it will be 1 over x. This is our second equation. Look, so our first equation is a plus b is equal to x, yes. So our first equation is a plus b is equal to x. This is our first equation. And we'll find out our second equation is a minus b is equal to 1 minus 1 over x. Yes. Now at this moment if I add both equation, look, this equation and this equation, this time I can say I add, yes, v cancel and we'll find out here is a plus a, it will be 2a is equal to x plus 1 minus 1 over x. Yes. Now at this moment I can say easily it will be, look, I can say easily it will be 2a is equal to 1, yes, plus this x minus 1 over x, this 1. Now I can say 2a is equal to 1 plus, remember that x minus 1 over x, it will be a square. So if I put this value in this equation, we'll find out a interesting quadratic equation. X minus 1 by x, it will be a square. Now at this moment I can say this equation becomes a square minus 2a plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we know that a square minus 2ab plus b square, according to these rules, I can say easily it will be a minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. Then I can say easily here is a minus 1 is equal to 0. Then we'll find out a is equal to 1. So finally we'll find out a is equal to 1. Okay, we'll find out in this question a is equal to 1, but our need x is equal to what? Yes, so I can say easily it will be a square is equal to, look, remember that here is a is equal to 1, but a square is equal to x minus 1 over x. So I can say easily here is a, look, a is equal to x minus 1 over x whole to the power half. So at this moment I can say easily a, look, it will be x minus 1 over x and whole to the power half is equal to 1. Yes. Now at this moment if I use both sides power is 2, so we'll find out x minus 1 over x and whole to the power half times 2 is equal to 1 square. Now at this moment 2 to cancel, we'll find out here is x minus 1 over x is equal to 1. Now at this moment I can say easily if I multiply every value by x, so I can see easily it will be x square minus 1 is equal to x. Then we'll find out here is x square minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Yes, it is a nice quadratic equation. So at this moment if I want to find out the value of x in this question, so I can see easily here is x is equal to minus b, here is b is minus 1 and plus minus square root b square, b is minus 1 whole square minus 4ac, a is 1 and c is minus 1 over 2a, a is 1. Now at this moment I can see easily x is equal to minus minus, it will be positive 1, and here is plus minus square root 1 square minus 1 square, it will be positive 1, minus minus it will be plus, so 4 plus 1 it will be 5 over 2. Now at this moment we'll find out the final answer is x1 is equal to 1 plus square root 5 over 2 and x2 is equal to 1 minus square root 5 over 2. So at this moment we'll find out two answers, but what is the right answer? This is our right answer, this is our golden ratio. This is not possible, it is rejected. Because of that, if you put the value of x1 x2 in this equation, at this moment if you put the value of x1 in this equation, when you add, you find out left hand side and right hand side is equal, but when you put the x2 in this equation, left hand side and right hand side not equal. Thank you all. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe my channel for other sentence video. Goodbye, take care.